Now, like I said, it's just the way it is. You got a lot of fans, and they're bugging you about stuff, and I can't be bothered with all of it. I mean, I read some of it, but not all.
Is there something you could do maybe so they don't private message you, where you could put like up a poll or something where like how I mean, to be quite honest, I don't pay attention a lot to social media. I do my own thing. I put up my Willow shows, but do you do that kind of stuff? Are you like active on social media with your team that does it for you? And I know you do some of the videos where you like have the videos filmed,
Yeah.
and you tell what's coming up or any big decisions that are made for PWA. Do you plan to stay that active on social media, or perhaps more?
Yeah, every once in a while when I'm at the head office of Tex Industries, I make a video, try to promote the next card coming up, or whatnot. I enjoy doing that stuff. Everybody says I like to talk, so hell, I guess they're right. But I like to get involved with the social media a little bit, put up pictures, put up comments about the shows, because people like that. They like to respond and see that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, it's very hands on, as I probably said that 5 times on this episode, but it's true. And I wonder if in your personal life as well, like I'm very jealous of you. You're always going on some new venture or whatever. What's for the future for Tex? Not just about wrestling, but do you have anything big in the works as far as new businesses you're starting or ventures you're dabbling in? Or
Yeah, it's good that you would ask that. I mean, as a matter of fact, there was. I just came back from Bolivia. I was out there for a week. I mean, it was hot as hell wearing this thing. But I bought a couple salt flats. All right, so that was I got them at a discount, and then about maybe 10 days after, I sold them, and I made a huge profit. So that's why I'm buying that new helicopter.
oh wow,
Yeah.
man, like you're living the dream. Here I am, just on the low income of the society and whatnot. So it's just a pleasure standing with you, and maybe you could take me out for dinner later, or you buy some steaks.
Hang on, now you're brown nosing a little
Yeah,
bit, all right?
well,
But I understand. I mean, maybe you are in line for a raise. I mean, I didn't wear my $10,000 suit tonight because I didn't want to walk in this neighborhood wearing that. I mean, it's after dark and all. Geez, I get jumped about 3 times before I get to the front door.
This is the ghetto, that's for sure. I mean, I got a hole. These are my best pants, and I got a hole in them. And look at compared to you, but I'm happy with where I'm at, and the fans seem to enjoy me. And like I said, some of the fans really enjoy you too. I think they see that you're strong-willed and that you're not going to be a pushover, and that you have maybe what's best interest of the company. Even though, like I said, you can't please everybody. They're not going to agree with every decision you make. But I think not just the locker room, like I was saying earlier, but the fans were very skeptical of you. Do you think that you've proved them wrong at all?
Well, yeah, the fans, they're not stupid, all right? They know when a good product is put on, and I think the past few months we put on a stellar product, all right? So, I think they're becoming a little bit more receptive, and, whether they cheer me or they boo me, I really don't care as long as it gets noisy in there. I love hearing the crowd.
That crowd is amazing too when they get going, and it's the perfect venue where it encompasses all the noise, and it's just sounds like there's thousands of people in there, and yeah, it's quite an atmosphere, and I'm glad you're a part of it. I just gotta say, since I'm the host, I usually ask the questions. Is there anything that you would like to address, or anything you would like me to ask you?
Yeah, why not? Where do you see yourself in the PWA coming up? I know you've been doing this a long time, and you got a tag title now. You plan on hanging on to that for a couple of years, or what are you going to do?
Well, I mean, I've never been in a tag team before. This is my first time, and I'm enjoying it a lot. The fans have been really receptive to me and Lenny, and yeah, I'm just going to keep doing that until it fizzles out. Like, I'm on a good run, I feel, and I find it's a different dynamic, because like I said, I've never been in a tag team, and I've always just had to rely on myself, and it's weird relying on someone else, but even though you said you and Lenny had some business dealings gone wrong, he's been nothing but good to me so far, and until that ends, I mean, why would I change it? But I just want to keep wrestling. I love wrestling, so my plan for the future is just to keep my career going, basically.
All right, now, don't be too quick to trust Lenny Lilac too much. I see the paycheck that you guys get as a team. Just make sure you're getting half of it, all right? Because Lilac, I know your business dealings. You're probably only giving him 30%.
Oh, man. Well, I gotta say, Lenny does take care of. He gets our bookie. He's like our agent, basically. He does the driving and stuff like that. So, but I'll look into that. But I'm very happy with him as a partner. But maybe I should take your business advice and look into the business aspect of that. That's my problem. I always care more about the wrestling than the business side of it, and I appreciate your advice.
Well, I appreciate your wrestling. I mean, you're a strong competitor. The fans love you. So, what more could you ask for from a kid from Cuba?
Yeah, no, yeah, Cuba, like coming all the way to Canada, and just like you, we're both not from Canada. Do you find, even when you're not up for the wrestling shows, that you enjoy the country of Canada, or do you spend a lot of time here when it's not wrestling?
Country?
No, yeah.
Come on, hang on. Now, I went to Amarillo Elementary School, and my geography teacher, grade 4, Mr. O'Reilly, he taught me this. He said that Canada is the northernmost territory of the United States. The capital is Alaska, and the main exports are ketchup potato chips, hockey sticks, and mugs, coffee mugs that say "I'm sorry" on them. So don't tell me that Canada is some kind of country. We know it's part of the United States. I ain't no dummy.
I'm not going to dispute that whatsoever, but as far as the state of Canada, do you like any of that kind of stuff? The ketchup chips, the stuff that you don't get in the other states of America?
Ketchup chips, I try to keep a nice slender body, so I don't eat them too much, but I do enjoy them. You Canadians, you got something going on there. It's better than taking a plain chip and dipping it in ketchup. That's just garbage.
Man, and I have to ask this too. I don't know if you're a big holiday guy or whatnot. Are you planning on throwing us a PWA Christmas party for all the talent, or?
Hang on now. I didn't become rich, Uncle Tex, by just throwing money out the window. Everybody's got their own thing. They can celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all of it if they want. They do that by themselves, all right? I got my own thing going on in Amarillo. I can't be spending my time up here in the frozen tundra of the state of Canada.
So what is, can I ask, what's your personal chef going to be cooking you over the holidays?
Well, we're going to have a nice turkey, maybe a ham, maybe throw in some alligator from Louisiana. That's always good. Plus, I got some personal butchers that bring me stuff in from more exotic locations. But, I don't want to mention what it is because, it might kind of turn somebody's stomach. But my chef, he does it right. It tastes just like chicken.
Nice. And I also really, I already thank you for coming on the show, but it's Thanksgiving in the States, and for you to come all the way up here into my very humble neck of the woods of this, but I can't say enough for having you come here. You are a class act, and it shows that you're supporting the crew that you're working with to come on my show and put out the good word of PWA, and I appreciate that so much.
Well, no problem, Jalapeno. Glad to have you. Glad to be on the show. I'm glad for having me. All right.
Yeah.
Now I see you got some shirts up here on the wall. I got something for you. It's a collector's item. You got a Tex Lexus shirt. You put that right up there, right?
Oh,
maybe over
excellent.
Vader or something.
No,
maybe over the lilac shirt.
Put it here, yeah.
That's
maybe,
all right. That's all right.
Yeah, I'll hang it up right after. I appreciate that. Anybody else want to donate a shirt? Be sure to do. We got a Super KM Jimmy King and now Tex Lexus to add to the wall of donated shirts. I really appreciate that, and I know your time is precious, so I won't keep you any longer, and I just really appreciate you coming on, and maybe we can have you on again if I can get in touch with your agent and he finds some free time in your schedule.
I don't see why not. Now, fans, remember, we got a big show coming up next weekend, Friday night in Guelph, Ontario at the Red Chevron, and then the next night, Saturday night, is Farewell to a King. It's at the Alpine Club, Jimmy King's last match ever. All right? Now, Jimmy King's a great talent. You come out, you support him, you celebrate his career. It's going to be fantastic. Plus, we got the Golden Ticket Rumble, always a fan favorite. See who's going to win themselves a title shot. And then, of course, we got Bia against Joey Allen. Holy moly, that's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be a great way to end the year, and I'm so excited. I wish it was this weekend. Great to see you there. I can't wait.
All right. Thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you. This has been episode 250 of The W.I.L.L.I.W Show. I'm your host, Elian Habanero, with my special guest, PWA Commissioner Tex Lexus. I love wrestling. Cuba!